all had that one canning day that turns into a half-day affair. Pots everywhere, jars fogging up, and that nervous glance at the pressure gauge every few minutes. So when we came across the Presto Precise digital pressure canner, curiosity won. Could this really take all that stress out of the process? Let's get started. Right out of the box, it looks clean and modern, but not overly fancy. There's a big digital display up front, a locking lid that feels solid, and a removable pot that's coated inside and out with a non-stick finish. We liked how that pot lifts out easily, which already told us cleaning wouldn't be a fight later. It doesn't take up much more counter space than a big slow cooker, though it feels heavier. Once it's plugged in, the screen lights up with simple prompts. No guessing what button to press next. You'll see options for pressure canning and boiling water canning, so it's flexible enough for soups, meats, or even jams and fruits. That's a nice bonus, especially for anyone who does a little of everything throughout the year. We started with sliced carrots. Fresh, sweet, and still wrapped in husk from the local stand. Usually, we'd have 2 burners going, one to heat jars and one to do the canning. This time, we loaded jars half full of water right into the canner, locked the lid, and pressed warm. That's when things got interesting. Instead of standing by the stove, we could just prep while the jars heated on their own. The beeping sound told us when they were ready to fill. We poured out the water, packed the carrots, added boiling water and a bit of canning salt, and back they went inside. Everything felt calm. No rush, no juggling between burners. After the jars were in, the canner started its venting phase. Steam hissed gently, just enough to remind us it was working. The screen showed a little progress bar for each phase. Warm, vent, can, cool, done. It felt almost like a smart cooker guiding each step. No need to adjust pressure or worry about altitude. The built-in sensor handled all that. When the canning phase started, it reached pressure smoothly and held steady on its own. We didn't have to hover over it like we normally would with a manual canner. That alone made this worth trying. The whole batch took about 55 minutes of actual canning time, then another hour or so to cool. While it cooled, we cleaned up, brewed some tea, and listened to those soft pops later when the jars sealed. That part always feels satisfying. Results looked spot on. Carrots kept its color. No siphoning or jar cracks. Each lid sealed tight. Everything about the process felt more controlled and less stressful. The temperature stayed precise from start to finish, which is probably what gives that consistent result. The canner can hold up to 8-pint jars or around 5-quart jars, which suits small batches perfectly. For those who grow their own produce or just want to can in manageable portions, it's a good size. One thing we noticed, it doesn't heat up the kitchen the way stovetop canners do. Since most of the heat stays contained, everything around stays comfortable. It's also much quieter. No loud rattling from the pressure weight. Once everything cooled down, we lifted out the inner pot and wiped it clean in seconds. The lid and gasket come off easily too, which helps with drying and storage. Safety-wise, it locks until pressure drops completely, so there's no chance of opening it early. It feels well thought out, especially for someone new to pressure canning. After a few rounds, we can say it's one of those gadgets that quietly earns its place. It won't make you faster, but it will make canning feel easier and a lot more relaxed. Sure, the cool-down phase takes its time, but it's safer that way, and it gives you breathing room to prep for the next round. For around $387, it's not cheap, but considering how much less you need to babysit it, we think it's worth it. So that was all about the canner. Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you found it helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more videos.